Well, a very raucous good morning from Central High School in Springfield, Missouri. The pit is roaring already this morning. Steve Largent, Scott Staten here. Scott, we've got a schedule of 10, 11 games today, so going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of gold balls, Final Fours. It's exciting. If you love basketball, this is the day.
This game matches up the MHEA Eagles against the Dallas Thunder. And the Thunder coached by Andrea Kendall, Eagles coached by John Guess. Should be a fun one. Hope you enjoy it. Eagles are in white. They're the home team on the scoreboard. They control the tip. Alex Reed looking at maybe a 1-3-1 jump ball right off the bat. Come back to Dallas.
You're going to look for a lot of that today from MHEA. Camille Clark comes in with so much experience. She was one of the first players off the bench for last year's back-to-back undisputed varsity national champs. She won Post Player of the Year. So look for MHEA to feed her inside and then kick it out for some of those threes that they're known for.
Right wing, that's Moylan.
Turnover by Molesky.
No score, just underway. Shot by Thomas goes off the side of the backboard.
These teams match up well, Steve, and you're going to not only hear a lot of noise because both fan bases, they pack the building, but they match up personnel-wise, experience-wise, both programs with a lot of history behind them, and so this one's going to be a battle all the way through, we expect.
Ashley Molesky picks up her first foul. The officials telling her, clarifying why he called what he called.
Yes. I think we've seen a few future attorneys here this week. They are really good at pleading their case, and the officials usually have a smile on their face because they understand where they're coming from. Molesky had a steal earlier on that, but not that time.
3 ball from the corner, too much. Alex Reed, cross half court. Down in the corner, back up top to Reed. Little pitch and catch up top here. Now a skip pass.
Dallas really working hard down low to try to keep Clark out of the lane. You can see that even before they think she's going to get the ball, she's often double teamed, and Lowry trying to keep her out of there, but unable to do so with Verduen.
Good look inside. Camille Clark gets the Eagles on the board. 2-0. Abigail Lowry here on the left wing. And another hole. Boy, they're not letting much go.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough for both teams because they're aggressive defensively. Both of them have Defensive Players of the Year, and they're going to have to adjust their game just a bit.
Reed and Molesky both with early fouls here. And another one.
Wow. Lacey Conley that time. Coach Guess talking to the official, saying, let my girls play here. This is our style of game, and they're going to have to adjust. That happens sometimes in tournaments, Steve. As a coach and as players, you have a style that you like to play, but sometimes you're forced by your opponent or by the officiating to adjust, and they're going to have to do that a little bit here this morning.
3 early fouls. We're not even 3 minutes in. Jump shot from the corner, no good for Jayla Stokes.
MHEA on the attack. Look for them to be very selective. They're going to work the ball around the perimeter. As always, Eagles have shooters outside, but they're definitely going to run this offense through Clark if possible. And she's going to be up at the high post, sometimes down on the low blocks.
This ball for Conley. I apologize. That was Verduen down here that missed the 3 for Dallas.
Conley followed her own shot there and got a rebound, but Verduen was waiting right there to block the shot. She's the Post Player of the Year for the region, and you can see why.
Ball through Clark's hands, out of bounds. It'll come back to Dallas.
That was a great play, inbounds, just did not execute.
Jenna Kendall working against Ashley Molesky. Lowry kick out for Moylan. Baseline drive, Verduen. Shot won't fall for Kendall.
And looks like a foul on the effort to get the ball back. Kendall made a great pump fake there and then stepped around her defender to put the shot up, but just couldn't get it to fall. And so far in these first few minutes of this gold ball game, Dallas really struggling to get the ball through the net.
Looking to get it inside to Clark. She's rotating between elbows, slides down the lane. Which wing it's on. And a foul from behind. That's going to be on Verduen. That's at least her first, but there's two that I don't have. I can't see numbers that they're flashing from here. So
Caitlin Velasco will come in to relieve her because, like you said, those early fouls are hurting, and that they're calling it tight down low. So you got to adjust to that.
Caitlin Thomas, kick out, 3-ball. Conley makes it a 5-0 game.
MHEA, I don't care what program, what age group, what class, they can all shoot. And whatever they do in MHEA's program, they teach those kids so well. And Conley, just one of the latest that can shoot from outside.
Boylan back up top to Kendall. She drives. Loose ball.
Oh, that's a tough one. Molesky had a steal there, but then the ball, she lost control of it after she stole it, and when she went after the ball to collect it in, she fouled.
That's 2 on her. Lucy Benson will check in.
Benches are definitely going to come into play here because the foul situation, they're calling it tight. Both teams like to press and on defense in terms of just getting up in your face, and so they're going to have to be able to get some minutes from their players on the bench.
Jump ball here. Possession arrow for the Eagles.
Caitlin Thomas, great job inside tying up the Thunder player to be able to grab a new possession for her team.
Girls 16U Gold Ball Championship 7A. Second game of the day here at Feature Court 2. 3-ball. Good for Conley. She's hit 2.
The names change, but the shots remain.
8-0. Dallas needing something here.
The Eagles defense is really causing difficulties for the Thunder. They just cannot seem to get the open shots, working the ball around well, but man, MHEA is just swarming.
Out of bounds on the far side, so you're right, Scott. The defense wreaking all kinds of havoc here.
Really impressive. These gals can light it up offensively, but I've been really blown away by their defense this morning. The intensity, even in spite of the close way they're calling the game tight.
Caitlin Thomas down there in the corner. Top to Reed. Conley, who's hit 2 threes already. Down in the right corner. Oh, pass stolen.
Great anticipation.
Moylan, left-handed layup, got it.
They needed that. Something to get the ball rolling, and we saw yesterday in a couple of the varsity girls games the team would jump out to a quick lead, and when the other team settled down, they were able to come back and get a victory.
Conley, nice pass to Thomas. She's able to finish.
Looked like the Thunder tried to apply a little pressure. I wouldn't say it was a full court press, but it was just enough where MHEA could dribble through it and get the easy layup.
Coach Kendall's going to call a timeout here. 10-2. We are 1:57 away from the end of the first quarter. Full schedule of games today. We had one before this one, the St. Louis Blue Knights West and the Fort Smith Patriots playing the boys 16U Division II C game. And the Fort Smith Patriots win that one 42-35. Coming up after this one, we go to boys 12U. This is a Final Four game. Columbus Hawks and the MHEA Eagles, who, as Jeff Ford was pointing out earlier today, they've got quite a few games going on today. Pretty strong program themselves.
Absolutely. They're both on boys and girls side. Out of Memphis, they do a fantastic job, and it's a rare occurrence not to see at least a couple of MHEA games once we get deeper into this tournament. because they are so successful. Just a storied program, and they continue that today. And one of the downsides of being a storied program is a lot of these gals who are playing for 16U will play this evening in the girls' 18U Final Four game.
Oh, wow.
So they're going to have to be able to rest those legs a little, get some fluids this afternoon, and be ready for another one tonight.
Abigail Lowry with a drive. She'll kick it out for a 3 from Kendall, which won't go down.
Strong board by Clark.
Outlet to Conley. She's quickly picked up. Conley will drive. Floated up and in.
She's a scorer.
Kendall will pull up just across half court. Benson greets her there. Lob inside for Verduen. Too much. Clark. Bounce pass to Benson. She'll pull it back out. Conley for another 3.
Conley reminds me a lot of the Maravich Award winner Lindsey Vaughn for MHEA last year. She graduated, and Conley stepped right into that role.
Good job by Verduen to face the basket. Drives in, can't score. Thomas with the rebound.
Thunder have got to figure out the combination of this lockdown defense because they really have struggled on the offensive end.
Clark saves what could have been a turnover. No reset. Conley goes baseline. Another floater. Man, what a touch Conley had. That's impressive.
She might outscore the other team by herself.
She's got 10. Ball on the floor. Conley picks it up. Layup and one. Wow. The crowd is loving it.
I don't know what kind of personality Lacey Conley has, but she's definitely a morning person. Wow. How do you roll out of bed and do that in the morning? she's just lighting it up for the Eagles.
It is amazing what they're doing. Free throw won't fall, but it's a 16-2 lead.
See if the Thunder can do something. Just try to get a positive at the end of this quarter. And
they're going to keep it here. The Eagles will run in a couple of subs here. Ashley Nealon. And I missed the other number.
Ponytails, they're the bane of our existence as an announcer. You can't see the numbers all the time.
No doubt. Tamara Davis. There it is. Stepping between some defenders. Kendall's shot won't go. Ball on the floor. Jump ball. The quarter ends. They won't call it. 16-2. Your first quarter goes by far the way of the MHEA Eagles. You're watching us here on Feature Court 2 at Central High School. NCHCLive.com has links to both YouTube channels. We've got some Facebook games today as well at Parkview High School. So check those out. Subscribe to the channels. And we'll have all the games archived. You can watch them live or archive, your choice. We'll be right back here at Central High School on YouTube in just a moment.
Real-Time Max is Real-Time's most powerful lotion. Real-Time Max delivers fast pain relief to persistent, intense pain, including deep muscle pain, cramps, and over 100 types of arthritis. Loaded with peppermint, Real-Time Max provides a powerful burst of fast, minty pain relief.
Steve Largent, Scott Staten at Central High School. This is game 2 here today. It's our first broadcast game today. The Dallas Thunder find themselves in a big hole as we start quarter number 2. They've got the basketball, trying to eat into this lead. Reagan Moylan, left wing Kendall.
The only point so far, Steve, for Dallas has been on a steal. They've not had any points on their offensive set, and so they've got to do something to figure out this defense by MHEA. They are swarming. They are cutting into the passing lanes. They're being strong, keeping the girls out of the block. And right now, if you're Coach Kendall, you've got to figure out something to get one of your scorers in a position to put the ball in the bucket.
Moreland going to work off a screen from Verduen. Verduen rolls, gets it in the paint, turns, shoots, score.
There you go.
That'll help.
Yeah, you know that she is a great inside player. They just have not gotten the ball to her at this point, but that's definitely going to be a formula to look at.
Thomas gets behind the defense and scores.
Verduen tried to set up. She was a little bit late. Got the contact and was given the foul.
Thomas with 4, shooting for 5. Camille Clark with 2. Lacey Conley, the leading scorer at this point. She's got 12. Let that sink in as you look at the scoreboard. 16-4. She's got 12 of those 16.
In one quarter.
And they get the offensive rebound, but it's stripped away. Now Ashley Neeland ends up with it on the floor. On the baseline, it'll come back to Dallas.
Neeland's come off the bench. She came in at the end of the first quarter, made a great block to end that quarter, and we talked about the bench is going to have to give some good minutes, and they've not been able to because of the fouls, and they've not really seen that up until the Neeland came in, and wow, she's really made an impact.
Conley to Benson. Benson has her first 2, and we got another 30-second timeout.
I believe the official, here's what happened. They are missing the bucket down that one initially. She hit the shot before the free throw, and they never added it to the scoreboard.
Okay.
And so, of course, the MHEA fan, so knowledgeable, they're over there waving at the ref, and he's looking at it, and they're going to double check. But I do believe that's correct. Yep, 20-4. If you're MHEA, your main concern right now is to continue the intensity. Mentally, sometimes you get a big lead like that, and you feel like you've got it under control. And Dallas is the kind of team they're good. They can score a lot of points, but if you're Dallas, you've got to, which they tried to get the ball to Verduen and work it inside out, but another steal.
Clark's there defensively, gets a hand on the ball and knocks it away. Looking inside for Clark. Working around the perimeter. Neeland there in the corner. Pass behind the defense again to Thomas. She's got 6.
You know, Clark didn't touch the ball, I don't think, on that set, but she had so much to do with it because the Thunder collapsed on her, and that opened up her teammate for a shot.
Drive to the hole by Kendall. Verduen fouled on the putback. She'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, Dallas has got to be patient. They do want to get the ball to Verduen. It looks like they're making a concerted effort to do that this quarter as she sinks the free throw. But they also can't force the issue. If she's not open because of the double team, that means somebody else is open, and you got to see the whole court, have court awareness, and get the ball to the open person, and then maybe try again.
3 points for Verduen. 22-5. So we hit 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Into Clark, double team, turns, blocked. Kelly Blake got her hands on that one.
Yep, Verduen's got a couple of blocks inside. She's a presence down there.
They put Verduen and Clark, or Blake rather, at the elbows. That's Blake. Loses the handle on it. Jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Eagles.
Blake lost the ball there, but you have to like the way that she didn't give up on the play. She ended up on the floor, grabbed the ball, but then tied up, and so it goes back to the Eagles.
Coach Kendall challenging them defensively. Trying to keep her girls fired up. Looking for Conley on the back door.
Neeland again.
Neeland gets her first basket. She's got 2.
Really, really big minutes for her for this Eagles team.
Kendall for 3. Inside they go to Verduen. Man, what hustle.
And that's a situation, Steve. Verdun had position. It was a good feed inside, but you hate for your big gals to dribble. They should have. If she'd have gone straight up there, she's taller. She would have been able to have an easy two, it looked like. But sometimes that instinct to dribble, she reached down, and man, MHEA was right on it.
Verdun a little shaken up. She's going to be fine, looks like. 4 minutes to go. She'll get it at the free throw line. Not quite a strong enough pass.
Yeah.
Couldn't get to it.
That inbounds pass was underthrown, and she's tall enough. Throw it up there. Let her go get it.
Good defensive pressure by the Thunder. Clark there at the free throw line. Good hands. Lowry with the steal. Goes to the right side of the basket. Can't score. Clark flies in for the rebound.
Good defensive set that time.
Good pass ahead to Thomas, or to Thomas, but she couldn't quite finish, a little too strong.
She was challenged, and sometimes you put a little too much on the ball when you're...
Oh, big screen at the top by Blake.
Yeah, it was.
Man.
Boylan really hustling right now, trying to get her team fired up.
Blake steps back. She'll get that one to go down. Nice shot off the right block. 24-7.
Calls a timeout, and right now he's starting to see a little bit. I mean, they've still got a 17-point lead, but you're starting to see that Thunder that's trying to figure out this defense, and they've been able to get the ball inside a couple of times to their bigs with Verdun, and also that time the inside shot with Blake. And the Thunder have to continue to look for that, but also they've got some outside shooters, and so hopefully for them, if you're a Thunder fan, they're able to work that inside-out game. MHEA getting some good minutes, Nealon off the bench. They got a couple of players in foul trouble, but they have not missed a beat. And even though we the entire first quarter, Steve, I felt like it was a 1-on-5 game pretty much.
Right.
As Conley just lit it up. She's been resting a bit, and look for her to get back involved in the offense. If you're Coach Guess, she's hot. You want to get the ball in her hands.
We are dead even team fouls, which you look for a while like the Eagles were going to have 7 before the end of the first quarter. 3:02 to go in the first half. Eagles with the basketball. Full court pressure here by Dallas. Dangerous cross-court pass to Conley. She goes to the hole, a little too strong. Thomas with the rebound.
Shot that over 2 players. She's got the confidence right now. Might have wanted to kick that out.
Into the lane. Spin move. Won't go for Thomas. Dallas with the rebound.
Blake strong on the defensive boards that time.
Dribble drive. Shot up and contested.
I think they called a foul. We couldn't see the official under the basket, or no, they just said it was out of bounds. Good collapse there on Conley to get back and block it.
Good drive by Moylan. Entry pass to Verdun. She's fouled. We'll shoot 2 here. Kind of screened out. First free throw by Verdun is good.
So it looked like the officials maybe had sometimes they do that. They kind of establish this is how we're going to call the game, and then the girls adjust, and the officials back off a little. They just didn't want it to get too physical, I think, and both teams adjusted well now, and it seems to be a little more of a flow for both of them.
Molesky and Benson, or excuse me, Reed, trying to get it across half court. Lowry with a steal.
You haven't been able to see their press a lot because they haven't hit a lot of shots, but when they do hit their buckets, they're able to set that full court press up and cause some problems there.
Kendall drives into the lane. Floater good.
Now we're starting to see what Dallas can do.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. That made basket lets them get into this defensive pressure. They're starting to wreak some havoc.
Yep. Pressing teams, it necessitates you hit buckets so that you can set up, and they had not done that till just recently.
Nealon's shot was way off the mark. Conley had a look, but she can't score. They go back down to Thomas. She's in the lane. Ball on the floor. Jump ball. Possession Thunder.
Wow, they are really ramping it up. Their personality has changed this quarter. I think they've mentally gotten over that hump where they now know they can score, they can solve this defense. MHEA, maybe the quick start, come back down to earth a little bit. Also, Thunder able to put their press on and cause a couple of turnovers. And they're chipping away at this lead. They've got a minute and a half to try to get it down under double digits.
90 seconds away from halftime. 3 ball in the corner. A little too strong for Abigail Lowry. Out of bounds on the other side. It'll go to the Eagles. Offensive foul.
That could have gone either way. Both players running after the ball. There was a collision. And now some discussion on which way he called the foul. I thought initially what happened was that the Eagle player ran into the Thunder player and knocked her out of bounds. But that is not the way the officials saw it. He definitely was closer than we were, so. If you're the Thunder, you need to stop here and then get the ball back and get some points again on the board and cut into this lead.
1:15 to go in the first half. Clark flashes down to the right block. Nice hands. Nice hands by Moylan.
Sound like a baseball bat up here. She smacked that.
Substitution. Moylan will come out. Blake subs in for her. 16 fouls apiece. We may see some free throws here at the end, depending on contact.
MHEA content to look for the shot that they won in this final minute.
Clark there at the free throw line.
Good job by Blake trying to keep her out of the lane. There's a triple team, and then they find the open player, as the Eagles often do.
Pull-up jumper for Reed is good.
Great response to that triple team. When you are double or triple team, somebody is open, and they found the open player, and Reed dropped in the bucket.
Screen by Verduin. All the way to the hole is Kendall. Shot rolls off the front of the rim. Outlet to Clark. Left-handed layup. Good. Clark with 4.
Yeah, we haven't heard her name as much, but she's definitely had an impact on the game. Thunder having to spend a lot of energy and defense on her. And when they do that, it's opened up some of the other Eagle players.
Crowd starting to roar even more. Kendall tries to go back up top, and Clark almost has a steal, but time runs out. 28-11. Our halftime score here at the Pit in Springfield, Missouri. Feature Court 2, NCHCLive.com. Your home for all of our YouTube channel links. You can subscribe, get notified when games are happening. Don't miss any of the action. Also today, Facebook Live. We'll have some games there. So check us out. And we'll be right back for the third quarter in about 4 minutes here on YouTube.
This stuff ain't your grandma's pain relief. It doesn't stink. It's not greasy, and it works fast. Real-time pain relief max. Keep cowboying.
As a young girl playing tennis, I always dreamed of winning an Olympic gold medal for Puerto Rico. Entering the 2016 Rio Games, I was ranked 34th in the world. People said I had no chance to win the gold medal. The odds were against me. No woman representing Puerto Rico had ever won Olympic medals of any kind, and no woman or man had ever claimed gold for Puerto Rico. They said just to be an Olympian was good enough, that the competition was too good, that I should treat this as a building block for my career. They said go to Rio and just enjoy the experience. Well, I did. Yes, I can. And with real-time pain relief, so can you.
I used to think that living with aches and pains was just going to be part of my life, but now I have a secret weapon, real-time pain relief cream. I just rub it in and the pain is gone. It smells great, doesn't burn my skin, but don't take my word for it. You can try it yourself for just $1. Order yours now at tvpainrelief.com. Again, that's tvpainrelief.com. Real-time pain relief. It will be $1 well spent.
Just about ready for the second half here. The girls 16U Gold Ball Championship game, 7A. The Eagles, the number 1 seed on top of the Dallas Thunder, 28-11, due in large part to a explosive early first quarter right out of the gate. They jumped out to an early lead, 16-4 at the end of the first quarter, 28-11 here at the half. Scoring for the Thunder, Kendall with 2, Moylan with 2, Kelly Blake with 2, Verduen with 5. They were 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Eagles, Benson with 2, Reed with 2, Clark with 4, Nealon with 2, Thomas with 6. Lacey Kindly leads everybody with 12. And they were 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Scott Staten, Steve Largent here. Second half just about set to come your way. It'll be Eagle basketball, I believe. He's confused because they were on the wrong end of the floor.
Well, and all those fans. MHEA always has a big crew, and they've got their thunder sticks, and they're standing right above where the ball's thrown in. So from our vantage point, we had to wait to see which way the ball came.
Reed. Thomas down here in the left corner. Zone look again for Dallas. 3 ball is nothing but net for Caitlin Thomas. She's got 9.
Boy, she's done a great job. We've seen it more down low, but that time steps out and pops the 3. Thunder have to get some shots to drop so they can set their press up and run their defense out of that. And there's another steal by Conley.
Lowry tried to float a pass. It's picked off. Nice block.
This stuff ain't your grandma's pain relief. It doesn't stink, it's not greasy, and it works fast. Real-Time Pain Relief Max. Keep cowboying.